Morning light enters without announcement. It does not demand attention, it simply arrives and changes everything it touches. I move through the day guided by something steady. Not urgency, not impulse, clarity. I spent years mistaking intensity for truth. Fast emotions, loud reactions, short vision. Experience corrected that pattern, slowly, firmly. Now I recognize alignment when it appears. It feels calm, it feels right without explanation. You entered my life without disruption, no chaos, no confusion, just presence. You saw me as I was, not as image, not as potential alone, as reality. That recognition shifted direction. I learned love does not arrive as rescue, it arrives as reference, a point of clarity. Your influence did not control my steps, it sharpened them. I move with more intention, thought before reaction, listen before defending. You never demanded change, growth happened naturally. I noticed how peace feels productive, how calm strengthens focus. The past taught lessons through friction. Ego collisions, misplaced pride, unnecessary distance. Those lessons shape restraint. You encouraged honesty without pressure, reflection without judgment. That environment made truth easier to hold. I stopped running from silence, I started learning from it. Your presence felt like guidance without instruction, light without heat. I evaluated choices differently, not by excitement, by consequence. Love stopped feeling abstract, it felt practical. Shared routine, shared accountability, shared direction. I saw how affection paired with respect built stability. I no longer feared commitment, I understood it as structure. Structure does not limit freedom, it defines it. You helped clarify that. I moved away from distractions, dressed as opportunity. I recognized how they diluted focus. Your consistency highlighted contrast. I value that steadiness deeply. Growth stopped feeling lonely, it felt supported. I learned vulnerability is not exposure without boundaries. It is honesty with self-respect. You respected those boundaries, you reinforced them. That created trust. Trust created ease. Ease allowed growth to breathe. I noticed how confidence shifted tone, less proven, more being. I no longer chase validation, I built alignment. Your belief in me did not inflate ego, it grounded ambition. I worked with clearer purpose, focused energy. I understood love as direction, not distraction. The world remained loud, temptation remained accessible, pressure remained constant. But clarity cut through noise. I made better decisions, not perfect ones, better ones. You did not claim ownership of my progress, you stood beside it. That distinction mattered. I learned partnership means walking parallel, not pulling, not pushing. Shared pace, I became more patient with myself, more honest about limits. You encouraged reflection without shame. That approach built resilience. I recognized emotional maturity is discipline, not suppression. Expression guided by awareness. You embodied that balance, I mirrored it naturally. I spoke with more intention, listened with more care. Love shifted from feeling to framework, not cold, clear. Clear enough to navigate uncertainty when doubt surfaced. Clarity remained reference. I returned to principle, respect, consistency, growth. Your presence reinforced those values. I stopped romanticizing struggle, I chose sustainability. I noticed how peace accelerates progress. I built with patience, I accepted flaws without excusing behavior. You held me accountable without hostility. That accountability strengthened bond. I trusted myself more, I trusted direction more. Love stopped being questioned, it became compass. I oriented choices around it, not blindly, intentionally. I moved with integrity. I recognized how light does not chase darkness, it simply exists. You existed in that way, calm influence, consistent presence. I learned how guidance feels when it respects autonomy. I grew into responsibility willingly. I saw a future as extension of present effort, not fantasy. Your support did not promise ease, it promised honesty. That honesty built durability. I became someone I respected more. That respect fueled confidence, confidence fueled consistency. Consistency built trust, trust deepened connection. The cycle sustained itself. I no longer feared losing myself in love. I found myself through it, identity sharpened, purpose clarified. I moved forward grounded, light stayed constant, not blind and guiding. I followed it willingly.
The day moves easy. Sunlight lands without effort. Streets breathe rhythm. I move with intention, not urgency. No chasing shadows, no forcing doors. I see you across the distance, not unreachable, not rushed, present. Interest grows like patience learned over time, quiet, certain. I do not lean on chance alone. I trust direction guided by awareness, effort paired with respect. Every step feels measured, confidence is calm in the chest, no nerves, no pressure. I speak when time it feels right, words stay clear, tone stays honest. You listen fully, eyes steady, mind present. That attention changes pace, moments stretch naturally, no need to hurry them. I believe connection forms through consistency, through showing up the same way, through intention repeated without noise. I do not oversell feeling, I let it stand on its own. Attraction does not require drama, it grows through alignment. We walk separate paths that curve closer, no collision, no avoidance. I understand interest deepens through effort matched, not through persistence alone, through awareness. I stay grounded, I stay open. Every exchange builds familiarity. Comfort stacks quietly. I choose presence over display, substance over gesture. You sense sincerity easily, it travels without volume. I remain consistent in energy, no sudden shifts, no confusion, layered in intention. The world around us stays active, noise continues, distractions remain available. I filter them out with clarity. I trust patience guided by purpose. I trust momentum built honestly. I move forward when opportunity presents itself. I pause when space requires respect. This balance feels learned, not improvised. You respond with ease, no defenses raised, no uncertain trajectory. The conversation flows without strain, ideas pass cleanly. I appreciate how interest thrives in comfort, not tension. Every moment adds weight, not pressure, weight earned. I recognize when energy aligns, it feels steady, reliable. I do not confuse attraction with urgency. I understand timing holds power. I remain attentive without hovering, present without demanding. This approach feels natural, it fits pace and intent. I see future paths forming softly, no promises spoken, no expectations forced. Possibility exists without pressure. I respect autonomy, I respect space. Connection grows healthier this way. I move closer through clarity, not assumption. You respond with openness, not resistance. The rhythm stays mutual. I do not dramatize effort, I normalize it. Consistency speaks louder than declarations. I trust process, it rewards patience. We exchange smiles shaped by understanding, no awkward edges. Time feels cooperative. I notice how ease replaces doubt, how certainty arrives without announcement. I continue forward with calm resolve. I do not stall, I do not rush. The path reveals itself step by step. I speak honestly when words matter. I listen fully when silence matters more. You meet both with balance. This connection feels sustainable, built on respect, built on shared tempo. I believe persistence guided by awareness reaches its destination. I hold that belief without tension. The day moves on, light shifts, moments pass, interest remains steady. I stay aligned, I stay intentional. Opportunity recognized, preparation, I remain ready. I remain ready. Remain ready.
I notice the feeling before I name it. A quiet shift, a soft pull in attention. Nothing announces itself, nothing demands action. It begins small, a glance held a second longer, a smile that stays after conversation ends. I replay moments privately, not obsessively, carefully. I recognize the risk. Expectation carries weight. Silence protects balance. So I hold this feeling gently. You move through space unaware of the effect that innocence adds intensity. I do not rush confession. I respect the moment as it exists. Attraction does not need declaration to feel real. I learn your habits quietly, how you pause before speaking, how you laugh without covering it, how you listen with full attention. those details matter. This feeling grows in the background, not interfering, not distracting. It coexists with daily life. I continue routine, work, movement, conversation, yet something stays warm underneath. I understand this emotion thrives on patience. Pressure would distort it. I choose restraint. Sometimes I wonder if you sense it. Not the thought, the energy. There's a difference. I watch how we interact naturally. No forced proximity, no avoidance. Balance remains intact. I respect uncertainty. It keeps imagination honest. I value the quiet hope. This feeling does not seek ownership. It seeks acknowledgement. I accept the possibility of nothing changing. That acceptance keeps it clean. Desire does not always need outcome. I enjoy anticipation without expectation. Moments carry extra color now, not brighter, deeper. Time slows slightly around interaction. I notice how your presence sharpens awareness. I listen better. I speak more intentionally. This feeling improves behavior. I do not dramatize it. Drama would cheapen it. I let it stay subtle. Sometimes distance amplifies awareness. Absence creates clarity. I do not chase closeness. I allow it when it appears. The world continues at normal pace. Deadlines remain. Conversations happen. Inside, something remains gently focused. I respect how attraction can exist without disruption. I learn about myself through this, how patience feels stronger than impulse. I realize not every feeling requires action. Some deserve observation. I observe. I note how your name carries warmth internally, no urgency attached. I imagine moments that might never happen. I let them pass without attachment. Fantasy stays light. I do not build expectation from imagination. I remain present. This emotion feels honest because it stays contained. I trust timing, whether it brings clarity or closure. I prepare for either outcome calmly. I do not fear disappointment. It is part of sincerity. I accept vulnerability without display. This feeling exists quietly in parallel with self-respect. I do not shrink around it. I do not expand unnaturally. Balance holds. I appreciate how subtle affection can feel more powerful than grand gestures. Small moments carry truth. A shared laugh, a brief glance, a comfortable pause. Those details sustain the feeling. I value how this attraction does not distract from self-direction. It aligns with it. I move through life unchanged outwardly. Internally, awareness increases. I recognize beauty in restraint. I let the feeling remain unnamed. Names create pressure. I allow it to exist without label. This keeps it honest. I understand affection does not always require reciprocity to feel valid. Feeling itself holds meaning. I do not seek reassurance. I trust perception. If clarity arrives, I will meet it with calm. If it does not, I will release with grace. The certainty gives peace. I reflect on how many emotions rush toward conclusion. This one prefers patience. I learn from that. I see how subtle attraction sharpens appreciation for presence. I notice details more often now. Light, tone, timing. This feeling heightens awareness. I keep it private, not secretive, personal. It belongs in reflection, not performance. I continue showing up as myself. No adjustments, no strategies. Authenticity remains priority. I do not act differently to provoke reaction. I let connection remain natural. The feeling does not demand reciprocation. It enjoys possibility. I respect that maturity. I accept uncertainty as part of attraction. Not knowing adds honesty. I do not attempt to control outcome. I let things unfold or dissolve naturally. This patience feels grounded. I notice how calm desire differs from urgency. Urgency consumes, this sustains. I appreciate that distinction. I hold the feeling without expectation. I allow it to pass through days without interference. If it grows honestly. If it fades cleanly. Either result preserves integrity. I remain open without attachment. I do not force interpretation of signals. I trust clarity when it arrives. Until then, I remain present. This quiet affection teaches discipline. The room holds a slow rhythm. Nothing rushes. Air moves like it understands timing. You sit across the table with calm confidence, not posing, not asking for permission. Presence speaks first. Light touches your face without effort, not dramatic. Natural alignment as if the moment planned itself. Notice details most people skip, how you listen fully. How silence never feels empty near you. How your laugh lands soft, not loud. Conversation flows without tension. No need to impress, no pressure to perform. Words arrive relaxed, you move with balance. Nothing forced, nothing rehearsed, energy stays steady. I do not rush attraction. I let it breathe, I let it build at its own pace. Confidence shows in restraint, in how you hold eye contact, and how you pause before speaking, and how you choose clarity over noise. I respect intention. I value awareness, I respond to authenticity. Your style speaks without shouting, comfortable in its own shape. No borrowed identity, no borrowed attitude. The vibes stay warm, no sharp edges, no hidden games, just alignment. Time stretches gently, minutes feel uncounted, no urge to check clocks. I admire how you exist fully in the moment, not distracted, not elsewhere, right here. Attraction grows through understanding, through shared rhythm, through mutual ease. You carry grace without advertising, it shows in posture, it shows in tone, it shows in how you move through space. I speak honestly, no exaggerated lines, no empty compliments, only observation. You smile without pressure, not expecting approval, not seeking validation. The room responds to you. Energy shifts subtly, nothing dramatic, everything felt. I appreciate elegance rooted in self-awareness. It never feels loud, it never feels forced. Desire stays respectful, curiosity stays patient, interest grows naturally. I do not rush the connection, I let moments stack quietly. You understand balance, knowing when to speak, knowing when to listen, knowing when stillness holds power. I notice how people gravitate toward calm certainty, not arrogance, not dominance, stability. You carry that stability effortlessly. The night deepens without tension, music hums low, conversation stays fluid. Nothing feels transactional, nothing feels rushed, no expectations announced. I value presence over performance, consistency over flash, depth over excess. You meet those values naturally, I lean back and observe, no rush to label, no need to define. Attraction exists quietly between moments and pauses and glances and shared ease. I appreciate how you remain yourself regardless of attention. No shift, no change, no performance adjustment. Confidence like that holds weight. The world outside feels distant, this space feels complete. You speak with clarity, no confusion layered in the words, no mixed signals. That clarity builds trust quickly. I recognize intention when I feel it, yours stay grounded. I respond with respect, not overstepping, not retreating. The rhythm stays mutual. You understand attraction thrives on awareness, on time and on patience. I stay present, I stay honest. No need to exaggerate emotion, no need to rush outcome. Connection unfolds on its own terms. Your confidence never leans into control. It invites your presence, never demands attention, it earns it. I appreciate how comfort exists without routine, how familiarity builds without assumption. Nothing feels rehearsed, moments land naturally. I read body language more than words, yours stays open and lags. Openness builds ease. I match energy, not forcing pace, not pulling back unnecessarily. The balance holds, attraction remains respectful, interest remains mutual. No need for declarations, no need for promises, just alignment in real time. I notice how you move through the room, not seeking eyes, yet drawing them. Presence like that speaks quietly. I appreciate understated confidence, it lasts longer. The night continues, unrushed, unforced, connection stays clean. I do not attempt to define it prematurely, I let it exist. You understand, comfort grows through consistency, through tone, through respect. That understanding shows I stay attentive, not consuming the moment, parts is illy in it. Attraction feels calm, not chaos. Calm holds power, I value how you remain grounded regardless of setting. Same energy, same awareness, no performance shift. That authenticity carries weight. I respond with sincerity, not embellishment, not hesitation. Energy stays neutral, time continues unnoticed. Nothing demands conclusion, moments feel complete on their own. I appreciate attraction rooted in me with respect. It never feels rushed, it never feels shallow. A rhythm, we move within it naturally. No labels spoken, no outcomes forced. Just presence, just awareness, just alignment. That is enough. The city speaks in signals, neon promises, late calls, doors opening fast, closing faster. I learned how attention feels addictive. Applause hums like static in the chest. Approval moves quick, meaning moves slow. Meaning moves slow. There was a time I mistook noise for love. Crowds felt like family, smiles felt permanent. Absence proved otherwise. Success sharpens hunger, it also blurs direction. You move forward while drifting sideways. Momentum hides the loss of center. I met ambition, dressed as affection. It spoke sweet, it praised image. It vanished during silence. Then there was you, quiet in comparison, unimpressed by shine, comfortable with pause. You never competed with chaos, you stood outside it, arms open, voice steady, voice steady, voice steady. While the world pulled me outward, you grounded me inward. You never demanded proof, you observed patterns. You trusted behavior over speech. I chased validation across rooms filled with mirrors. Each reflection felt closer to approval, farther from peace, every win added distance. You stayed consistent, not loud, not dramatic, reliable. I confused excitement with fulfillment. I confused access with belonging. I confused praise with understanding. Time corrected those errors patiently. Late nights taught clarity, empty celebrations exposed truth. Success without grounding felt hollow. You never said I told you so. You never kept score, you allowed learning to arrive naturally. Your presence felt like alignment, not escape, not distraction. Balance, balance. I started noticing how calm feels heavier than chaos, how stability holds more power than impulse. The world offers shortcuts daily, fame dressed as love, attention dressed as loyalty, opportunity dressed as purpose. You offered none of that, you offered consistency. I realized real support does not interrupt growth, it sustains it. When pressure mounted, you listened. When ego spoke louder, you waited. When confusion arrived, you stayed. I learned love does not chase spotlight, it prefers shade. It grows where noise fades. There were moments I leaned toward temptation, not out of desire, out of confusion, out of restlessness. Each time, reality followed. Each time, you remained. That contrast taught discipline. The world celebrates reach, followers, numbers, visibility. You value depth, understanding, consistency. I started measuring success differently, not by volume, by alignment. I noticed how your support required nothing theatrical. No speeches, no demands, no control, just presence. I carried guilt quietly, knowing loyalty waited while distraction called, knowing patience extended further than deserved. You never used it against me. You allowed growth to replace guilt. That restraint shaped respect. I understood then. Love rooted in ego collapses under pressure. Love rooted in trust endures. The city still calls, lights still flash, opportunities still whisper. I hear them clearly now, I choose selectively. I learn peace feels unfamiliar at first. Chaos trains, reflex calm, retrain instinct. You help retrain mine, not through instruction, through example. I saw how you remained yourself regardless of proximity to attention. No shift, no performance. That steadiness reframed my values. I stopped romanticizing instability. I stopped excusing distraction. I noticed how silence beside you felt complete. Not empty, complete. The world rushes, you never rush me. That patience felt rare. I reflected on how many times I overlooked quiet loyalty while chasing loud admiration. Experience corrected arrogance. I do not pretend perfection now. I acknowledge tendency. I manage impulse. Growth requires honesty. I learned love does not rescue ambition. It anchors it. Without anchor, motion turns reckless. You became reference, a point of return. When doubt surfaces, I remember consistency. When temptation appears, I remember clarity. I do not claim transformation happened instantly. Change arrived gradually. Understanding settles slower than excitement. I accepted responsibility for distance created, for moments missed. You accepted progress. That exchange built trust. The world still tests alignment. Distraction never disappears, it waits. I remain aware. Love like yours teaches accountability without punishment. I learned presence holds more value than availability. You showed me support does not require ownership. That lesson reshaped boundaries. I stand grounded now, not flawless, aware. The city continues, noise persists, opportunities multiply. I move with intention. I recognize real connection instantly now. It feels calm, unforced. You remain steady through seasons, no matter the volume outside. That steadiness became foundation. I do not dramatize this truth. I respect it. Love does not shout. It confirms. When uncertainty returns, I recall where clarity lived, where support remained even when distraction spoke loud. That memory guides choices. I stand aligned.
Warm light spills across the room. Vinyl hums low. Air feels thick with rhythm. I speak through breath and timing. Every word leans close. Nothing rushes. Your presence moves like melody, not loud, persistent. I feel it in pulse and patience in the way minutes soften and how tension loosens without effort. Desire settles in layers, first sound, then emotion, then memory. I learned how attraction lives beyond sight. It lives in tone, it lives in touch without demand. Your energy tastes familiar, like something learned early, like a comfort shaped by repetition. I circle the feeling slowly, respect guides the pace, control sharpens intention. This pull does not shout, it stays constant, it waits. I let rhythm guide the room, bass presses gentle truth into the floor, keys stretch emotion wide. I speak from the chest, not from hunger, from awareness. Your presence feeds focus, it steadies hands, it anchors thought. I sense devotion, shaped by time, not obligation. Choice. You move closer without command. Space agrees, I know the difference between craving and care. One burns fast, one warms slow, this warmth lasts. I respect the fire without letting it run wild. Balance defines the moment, every note feels personal, every silence holds meaning. I do not reach blindly, I wait for alignment. Your gaze carries calm confidence, no challenge, no defense. Connection grows through shared tempo. We breathe on count, the room listens. I feel desire settle in discipline. Energy refined, focus intact. This attraction feeds creativity. It sharpens listening, it improves patience. I value restraint, it makes feeling clearer. You inspire presence without pressure. A rare effect, I speak softly. Truth travels better this way. Your influence feels like rhythm learned by heart. No charts needed, no instruction required. I return to the sound often. It steadies thought, it clears noise. Emotion circles back stronger, not frantic, assured. I trust the slow build, it reveals character. Your warmth lives in tone and timing, and how moments stretch without strain. I notice how discipline strengthens desire. Boundaries keep it honest. I move closer through intention, not impulse. This connection feeds clarity, it refines purpose. I speak of devotion shaped by respect, not possession. The groove continues, unforced, patient. I feel grounded by this presence, it aligns body and mind. This feeling does not distract, it centers. I let rhythm carry thought, each beat confirms direction. Your influence lingers like a favorite record, familiar, dependable. I return willingly, desire grows through understanding. Understanding grows through time, I savor patience. It deepens experience, I do not perform affection, I live it. Your presence invites honesty, no mask required. The room stays warm, sound stays steady. I hold this feeling with care, it deserves structure. I speak through rhythm and restraint, emotion guided by intention. This attraction stays rooted, it holds ground. Value how it supports creation, how it sustains focus. I let the music breathe, I let emotion breathe. This connection respects silence, it listens well. I feel devotion shaped by trust. It does not rush outcome, every moment stacks gently, nothing spills. I understand desire refined by discipline, it lasts longer. I stay present, I stay grounded. The sound carries us forward, no rush, no demand. This warmth remains steady, enduring.
Speak to the ceiling when the room feels honest. Walls hold the echo of questions I never ask aloud. Night moves slow, time stretches its arms across my chest. Every breath carries a name I never say. I learned early how to stand tall, chin up, voice firm, steps measured. People respect posture more than truth, so I practice silence, I practice control, I practice being enough on my own. Still, something presses from inside, a weight with no shape, a need with no disguise. Not hunger for attention, not fear of being alone. A deeper pull, a human call. Love feels like a language I understand but rarely speak. Words line up, feelings pause at the door. Pride blocks the hallway. I tell myself strength means distance. I tell myself distance means peace. Both statements fall apart at night. I see couples pass by like passing trains. Windows lit, laughs brief, hands locked with no hesitation. I study the rhythm, I study the ease. I ask where confidence ends and trust begins. I held hearts before, not carefully, not cruelly, clumsily, learning through error, learning through regret, learning how absence teaches faster than present. There were moments I pulled away too soon, moments I stay longer than sense allowed. Balance feels rare, timing feels unfair, emotion never waits for permission. I carry stories behind calm eyes, moments where words failed, moments where touch said more than speech, moments where fear wore logic as a mask. I do not chase fantasy, I seek connection grounded in reality. Someone who listens between sentences, someone who hears tone over volume, someone who sees effort instead of armor. The world praises independence, bills paid alone, goals reach solo, silence mistaken for control. Yet nobody builds memory alone, nobody heals in isolation. I want conversation without performance, presence without judgment, arguments without threats of distance, peace without emotional tax. I want a love steady enough to sit in quiet, no pressure to impress, no race toward milestones, just alignment, two directions meeting naturally. I think about vulnerability like a locked door, the key exists, the hand hesitate, experience taught caution, pain taught precision. I speak softly because loud words leave scars. I choose carefully because mistakes echo still, restraint carries its own cost. There are nights when confidence cracks, not publicly, internally, when mirrors ask questions I avoid, when success feels incomplete. I understand desire beyond surface level, not bodies, not image, persistency. Someone who stays when emotion shifts tone. I do not need perfection, I need honesty without cruelty, affection without control, commitment without fear tactics. I learned love does not fix identity, it reflects it. Weak foundations shake under attention, strong ones invite growth. I want growth shared, mistakes discussed, apologies spoken early, pride set aside quickly. Some nights I replay conversations that never happened, alternate outcomes, different coverage, different timing. Thoughts spiral until dawn threatens, morning light feels neutral, it exposes nothing, it promises nothing. Life resumes pace, friends see composure, they hear confidence, they trust my balance, they miss the quiet ache. I do not dramatize this need, I respect it, I acknowledge it, I allow it space without surrendering control. Love does not weaken focus, it sharpens it. Purpose feels clearer when shared, success tastes fuller when celebrated together. I refuse games, no distance is leverage, no silence is punishment, no mystery built from fear. I want clarity, directness, warmth without manipulation. If love arrives slowly, I remain patient. If it arrives suddenly, I remain grounded. Desperation ruins judgment, arrogance blocks opportunity. I stand in the middle, open, alert, honest with myself. I accept past versions of me. They learn the hard way, they tried, they failed, they grew quieter. Now I know what I seek, not rescue, not distraction, partnership. Someone who meets effort with effort, someone who speaks truth before resentment builds, someone who understands silence as rest, not rejection. I offer loyalty without possession, affection without obligation, support without erasing self. Love deserves structure, boundaries protected, respect sustains it. I no longer hide this need behind humor, I no longer bury it under ambition. I carry it with balance. If love listens, it will hear me. If it arrives, it will find readiness. If it delays, growth continues. This heart stays guarded, not closed. Hope stays realistic, not fragile. Emotion stays present, not reckless. I stand here, breathing steady, voice calm, admitting truth without apology. I need love, I need love, I need love, I need
Love is not theory. It lives in behavior, in tone, and follow through. Yeah. How words impress,
How promises feel generous, how intention sounds convincing. Time exposed the gap between speech and action. Love does not exist in volume, it exists in repetition. Showing up the same way, listening without preparing defense, choosing patience when reaction feels easier. I watch people speak devotion while avoiding responsibility. I watch affection disappear under pressure, that's all clarity. Love is how you move when nothing is gained, how you respond when ego feels challenged, how you stay when exit feels convenient. I stop confusing desire with care. One wants quickly, the other builds slowly. Love requires discipline, not restriction, direction. It asks for consistency, not perfection. I measure love by presence, not proximity, not frequency of contact. Presence of mind, being there fully. I learned love does not arrive polished, it grows through correction, through apology spoken early, through listening past discomfort. I had to face my own patterns, deflection. Silence used as shield, distance framed as independence. Those habits protected ego, they damaged connection. Love demanded adjustment, not surrender of self, refinement of it. I understood love as choice repeated daily, not feeling chased endlessly. Some days emotion flows easily, some days it requires intention. Both count. Love respects boundaries, it does not test them. Love values truth even when it slows progress. I stopped treating honesty as weapon, I started using it as foundation. That shift changed outcomes. Love is staying present during uncomfortable conversations, not escaping through humor, not shutting down. I learned to listen for meaning, not advantage. I learned to speak without layering defense into every sentence. That took effort. Love involves accountability without humiliation, correction without control. I noticed how trust grows when actions align quietly, no announcements needed. Love does not seek applause, it survives through routine moments. Shared meals, shared fatigue, shared silence. I value those moments deeply now. Love is remembering details without being asked, following through without reminders. It is choosing calm over escalation. I watch how conflict reveals intention. Some use it to dominate, some use it to disappear. Love use it to understand. I learned love does not erase individuality, it respects it. Two complete people choosing alignment. Love challenges ego without attacking worth. That balance requires maturity. I learned maturity through mistakes, through loss of people who deserve better versions of me. Reflection followed regret, I adjusted. Love demands presence beyond convenience, not constant availability, reliability. Being someone whose word holds weight. I stopped offering explanations where action was required. I stopped apologizing without correction. Love called that out silently. I learned to sit with discomfort instead of avoiding it. Growth lives there. Love does not confuse intensity with depth. Depth remains when intensity fades. I choose depth. I value peace built through effort. Love does not rescue, it partners. Not pulling, not pushing, walking alongside. I learned love listens to context, responds proportionally. Not every moment requires reaction, not every feeling requires action. Discernment matters. Love is how you handle power within relationship. Power of words, power of influence, misuse power erodes trust quickly. I became more careful. Love encourages accountability without fear. That environment supports growth. I notice how love changes pace, less rush, more intention. Urgency fades, clarity increases. I stopped chasing validation, I invested in consistency. Love reflects self-respect, without it connection fractures. I learned to respect myself enough to show up honestly, not performing strength, not hiding weakness. Balanced presence. Love exists in daily practice, not speeches. I value how love teaches restraint. Restraint preserves dignity. I learned love does not manipulate emotion, it communicates directly. No guessing games. Clarity reduces harm. I adjusted how I speak. Tone matters. Truth delivered without care still wounds. Love considers impact. I learned patience through repetition, through choosing understanding over being right. Being right feels temporarily, understanding lasts. Love does not disappear during disagreement. That consistency builds safety. I noticed how safety invites honesty. Honesty strengthens connection. The cycle sustains itself. Love respects time, does not rush healing. I stopped demanding immediate resolution. Process matters. Love does not weaponize vulnerability. I guard trust carefully now. Love feels different when grounded, less dramatic, more durable. I value durability. I choose action aligned with values.
I notice the feeling before I name it. A quiet shift, a soft pull and attention. Nothing announces itself, nothing demands action. It begins small, a glance held a second longer, a smile that stays after conversation ends. I replay moments privately, not obsessively, carefully. I recognize the risk. Expectation carries weight. Silence protects balance. So I hold this feeling gently. You move through space and aware of the effect. That innocence adds intensity. I do not rush confession. I respect the moment as it exists. Attraction does not need declaration to feel real. I learn your habits quietly. How you pause before speaking. How you laugh without covering it. How you listen with full attention. Those details matter. This feeling grows in the background, not interfering, not distracting. It coexists with daily life. I continue routine, work, movement, conversation. Yet something stays warm underneath. I understand this emotion thrives on patience. Pressure would distort it. I choose restraint. Sometimes I wonder if you sense it. Not the thought, the energy. There is a difference. I watch how we interact naturally. No forced proximity, no avoidance. Balance remains intact. I respect uncertainty. It keeps imagination honest. I value the quiet hope. This feeling does not seek ownership. It seeks acknowledgement. I accept the possibility of nothing changing. That acceptance keeps it clean. Desire does not always need outcome. I enjoy anticipation without expectation. Moments carry extra color now, not brighter, deeper, deeper, deeper. Time slows slightly around interaction. I notice how your presence sharpens awareness. I listen better. I speak more intentionally. This feeling improves behavior. I do not dramatize it. Drama would cheapen it. I let it stay subtle. Sometimes distance amplifies awareness. Absence creates clarity. I do not chase closeness. I allow it when it appears. The world continues at normal pace. Deadlines remain, conversations happen. Inside, something remains gently focused. I respect how attraction can exist without disruption. I learn about myself through this. How patience feels stronger than impulse. I realize not every feeling requires action. Some deserve observation. I observe. I note how your name carries warmth internally, no urgency attached. I imagine moments that might never happen. I let them pass without attachment. Fantasy stays light. I do not build expectation from imagination. I remain present. This emotion feels honest because it stays contained. I trust timing, whether it brings clarity or closure. I prepare for either outcome calmly. I do not fear disappointment. It is part of sincerity. I accept vulnerability without display. This feeling exists quietly in parallel with self-respect. I do not shrink around it. I do not expand unnaturally. Balance holds. I appreciate how subtle affection can feel more powerful than grand gestures. Small moments carry truth. A shared laugh, a brief glance, a comfortable pause. Those details sustain the feeling. I value how this attraction does not distract from self-direction. It aligns with it. I move through life unchanged outwardly. Internally, awareness increases. I recognize beauty in restraint. I let the feeling remain unnamed. Names create pressure. I allow it to exist without label. This keeps it honest. I understand affection does not always require reciprocity to feel valid. Feeling itself holds meaning. I do not seek reassurance. I trust perception. If
clarity arrives, I will meet it with calm. If it does not, I will release with grace. This certainty gives peace. I reflect on how many emotions rush toward conclusion. This one prefers patience. I learn from that. I see how subtle attraction sharpens appreciation for presence. I notice details more often now. Light, tone, timing. This feeling heightens awareness. I keep it private, not secretive. Personal, it belongs in reflection, not performance. I continue showing up as myself. No adjustments, no strategies. Authenticity remains priority. I do not act differently to provoke reaction. I let connection remain natural. The feeling does not demand reciprocation. It enjoys possibility. I respect that maturity. I accept uncertainty as part of attraction. Not knowing adds honesty. I do not attempt to control outcome. I let things unfold or dissolve naturally. This patience feels grounded. I notice how calm desire differs from urgency. Urgency consumes. This sustains. I appreciate that distinction. I hold the feeling neat in expectation. I allow it to pass through days without interference. If it grows honestly. If it fades cleanly. Either result preserves integrity. I remain open without attachment. I do not force interpretation of signals. I trust clarity when it arrives. Until then, I remain present. This quiet affection teaches discipline. I speak to the ceiling when the room feels honest. Walls hold the echo of questions I never ask aloud. Night moves slow, time stretches its arms across my chest. Every breath carries a name I never say. I learned early how to stand tall, chin up, voice firm, steps measured. People respect posture more than truth. So I practice silence, I practice control, I practice being enough on my own. Still, something presses from inside, a weight with no shape, a need with no disguise. Not hunger for attention, not fear of being alone. A deeper pull, a human call. Love feels like a language I understand but rarely speak. Words line up, feelings pause at the door. Pride blocks the hallway. I tell myself strength means distance. I tell myself distance means peace. Both statements fall apart at night. I see couples pass by like passing trains. Windows lit, laughs brief, hands locked with no hesitation. I study the rhythm, I study the ease. I ask where confidence ends and trust begins. I held hearts before, not carefully, not cruelly, clumsily. Learning through error, learning through regret. Learning how absence teaches faster than presence. There were moments I pulled away too soon. Moments I stayed longer than sense allowed. Balance feels rare, timing feels unfair. Emotion never waits for permission. I carry stories behind calm eyes. Moments where words failed, moments where touch said more than speech. Moments where fear wore logic as a mask. I do not chase fantasy, I see connection, grounded in reality. Someone who listens between sentences, someone who hears tone over volume, someone who sees effort instead of armor. The world praises independence, bills paid alone, goals reached solo, silence mistaken for control. Yet nobody builds memory alone, nobody heals in isolation. I want conversation without performance, presence without judgment, arguments without threats of distance, peace without emotional tax. I want a love steady enough to sit in quiet, no pressure to impress, no race toward milestones, just alignment. Two directions meeting naturally. I think about vulnerability like a locked door. The key exists, the hand hesitates, experience taught caution, pain taught precision. I speak softly because loud words leave scars. I choose carefully because mistakes echo. Still, restraint carries its own cost. There are nights when confidence cracks, not publicly, internally. When mirrors ask questions I avoid, when success feels incomplete. I understand understand desire beyond surface level. Not bodies, not image, presence, consistency. Someone who stays when emotion shifts tone. I do not need perfection, I need honesty without cruelty. Affection without control, commitment without fear tactics. I learned love does not fix identity, it reflects it. Weak foundations shake under attention, strong ones invite growth. I want growth, shared mistakes discussed, apologies spoken early, pride set aside quickly. Some nights I replay conversations that never happened, alternate outcomes, different courage, different time, and thoughts spire until dawn threatens. Morning light feels neutral, it exposes nothing, it promises nothing. Life resumes pace, friends see composure, they hear confidence, they trust my balance, they miss the quiet ache. I do not dramatize this need, I respect it, I acknowledge it, I allow it space without surrendering control. Love does not weaken focus, it sharpens it, purpose feels clearer when shared. Success tastes fuller when celebrated together. I refuse games, no distance is leverage, no silence is punishment, no mystery built from fear. I want clarity, directness, warmth without manipulation. If love arrives slowly, I remain patient. If it arrives suddenly, I remain grounded. Desperation ruins judgment, arrogance blocks opportunity. I stand in the middle, open, alert, honest with myself. I accept past versions of me, they learned the hard way. They tried, they failed, they grew quieter. Now I know what I seek, not rescue, not distraction, partnership. Someone who meets effort with effort, someone who speaks truth before resentment builds, someone who understands silence as rest, not rejection. I offer loyalty without possession, affection without obligation, support without erasing self. Love deserves structure, boundaries protected, respect sustains it. I no longer hide this need behind humor, I no longer bury it under ambition. I carry it with balance. If love listens, it will hear me. If it arrives, it will find readiness. If it delays, growth continues. This heart stays guarded, not closed. Hope stays realistic, not fragile. Emotion stays present, not reckless. I stand here, breathing steady, voice calm, admitting truth without apology. I need love.
Love is not theory. It lives in behavior, in tone, and follow through. I learned early how words impress, how promises feel generous, how intention sounds convincing. Time exposed the gap between speech and action. Love does not exist in volume, it exists in repetition. Showing up the same way, listening without preparing defense, choosing patience when reaction feels easier. I watch people speak devotion while avoiding responsibility. I watched affection disappear under pressure. That taught clarity. Love is how you move when nothing is gained, how you respond when ego feels challenged, how you stay when exit feels convenient. I stopped confusing desire with care. One wants quickly, the other builds slowly. Love requires discipline, not restriction, direction. It asks for consistency, not perfection. I measure love by presence, not proximity, not frequency of contact, presence of mind, being there fully. I learned love does not arrive polished, it grows through correction, through apology spoken early, through listening past discomfort. I had to face my own patterns, deflection. Silence used as shield, distance framed as independence. Those habits protected ego, they damaged connection. Love demanded adjustment, not surrender of self, refinement of it. I understood love as choice repeated daily, not feeling chased endlessly. Some days emotion flows easily, some days it requires intention. Both count. Love respects boundaries, it does not test them. Love values truth even when it slows progress. I stopped treating honesty as weapon. I started using it as foundation. That shift changed outcomes. Love is staying present during uncomfortable conversations, not escaping through humor, not shutting down. I learned to listen for meaning, not advantage.
message. I learned to speak without layering defense into every sentence that took effort. Love involves accountability without humiliation, correction without control. I noticed how trust grows when actions align quietly. No announcements needed. Love does not seek applause. It survives through routine moments, shared meals, shared fatigue, shared silence. I value those moments deeply now. Love is remember the details without being asked, following through without reminders. It is choosing calm over escalation. I watched how conflict reveals intention. Some use it to dominate, some use it to disappear. Love uses it to understand. I learned love does not erase individuality, it respects it. Two complete people choose an alignment. Love challenges ego without attacking worth. That balance requires maturity. I learned maturity through mistakes, through loss of people who deserve better versions of me. Reflection followed regret, I adjusted. Love demands presence beyond convenience, not constant availability. Reliability, being someone whose word holds weight. I stopped offering explanations where action was required. I stopped apologizing without correction. Love called that out silently. I learned to sit with discomfort instead of avoiding it. Growth lives there. Love does not confuse intensity with depth. Depth remains when intensity fades. I choose depth. I value peace built through effort. Love does not rescue it. Partners not pulling, not pushing, walking alongside. I learned love listens to context, responds proportionally. Not every moment requires reaction. Not every feeling requires action. Discernment matters. Love is how you handle power within relationship. Power of words, power of influence. Misuse power erodes trust quickly. I became more careful. Love encourages accountability without fear. That environment supports growth. I notice how love changes pace, less rush, more intention. Urgency fades, clarity increases. I stopped chasing validation, I invested in consistency. Love reflects self-respect, without it, connection fractures. I learned to respect myself enough to show up honestly. Not performing strength, not hiding weakness. Balanced presence, love exists in daily practice, not speeches. I value how love teaches restraint. Restraint preserves dignity. I learned love does not manipulate emotion, it communicates directly. No guessing games, clarity reduces harm. I adjusted how I speak, tone matters. Truth delivered without care still wounds. Love considers impact. I learned patience through repetition, through choosing understanding over being right. Being right feels temperate. Understand or last. Love does not disappear during disagreement. That consistency builds safety. I notice how safety invites honesty. Honesty strengthens connection. The cycle sustains itself. Love respects time, does not rush healing. I stop demanding immediate resolution. Process matters. Love does not weaponize vulnerability. I guard trust carefully now. Love feels different when grounded. Less dramatic, more durable. I value durability. I choose actions aligned with values.